What's going on, Mixonites? I am Nathen Mixon, your fitness coach, and I train Mixonites such as yourself to live stronger and healthier lives. Majority of my clients want to lose weight. I've worked with bodybuilders and marathoners as well, but my bread and butter is the everyday person who wants to look great and above all, feel great. As a trainer, I typically have a consultation with that person, and then I find out what is they're trying to accomplish. My main concern is why. Is it for health reasons? Are they going on vacation? Are you just trying to look good naked? Questions like that. Once I figure out the why, it's time to really break down the who. So those kind of questions consist of what you've done in your past life. Are you an athlete? Did you run track in high school? What kind of books do you read? What movies do you watch? What is your inspiration? Questions like this helps me find the motivation to keep the client going. It also helps me establish their limits when it comes to the will. Some clients can be pushed harder than others. As a trainer, if you know who your client is, they typically will do whatever you tell them to do, and they'll actually like it. Me as a trainer, I like to take my clients to the limit and also exceed their expectations. I actually love seeing the smile on their faces when they find out they can do something they never thought that was possible. These type of milestones are the things that are going to keep them going well after I leave. And when I say leave, I'm not meaning I'm going anywhere. I'm just saying you only have 3 months to train with me. 90 days is all you have before I let you go. In those 90 days, your goals become my goals, so I dedicate my time to get you what you paid for. In the process, we create habits that are going to keep you on top of your training. Safety is my main concern, and you definitely feel like you're broken, but we are building calluses around your brain. I'm going to be so deep in your head, you're going to think about me when you decide to eat a Pop-Tart. Which brings me to my case and subject, Claudia, which we lost 30 pounds in less than 3 months. A little backstory to Claudia: she is a single mother that worked 3 jobs at the time, came to me wanting to lose weight. Before reaching out to me, she was a little over 180 pounds. She lost a little over 20 pounds on her own before reaching out to me. That right there told me she was ready for a change. She accomplished her own 20-pound weight loss with running. She participated in run groups throughout Chicago and hung out with like-minded people who generally did the same thing. Unfortunately, she did hit a plateau, and that's where I came into the mix to come up with a plan that's going to help her exceed the levels she could not reach by herself. Just to give you a little bit of insight to Claudia, when we started, she was at 5 feet. She was around 161 pounds. She's in her early 30s. Her body fat was 36.8. Her BMI was 29.8. Her chest size was 36 inches. Arms was 13.5 inches. Her waist was 33 inches, her butt was a 41.5 inches, and her legs, they was 24 inches. If you want to know how to measure yourself, make sure you check out my video, how to measure yourself for weight loss, and I'll explain what all that means. You can find that link in the description down below. Claudia, although she was a runner and she was participating in many activities before she came to me, she was also a beginner. What we was going to do, I knew was going to shock her body. In the 3 months, my mission was to stabilize her body to the recommended settings for her height and weight. We set a goal weight to 130 pounds with a BMI of 25 and a body fat of 25 as well. Initially, she looked at me like I was crazy, which is usually the response I get. With the weight she lost before, I believe she can do it, and I think she believes she can do it once I backed her up. Now, I'm going to be honest, I was a little bit worried about that goal that I had set because I didn't have time to take on any new clients. I just bought a new house, I was working 8 hours a day, I was in school on top of that, and I was trying to post videos on YouTube, so you can subscribe to my channel, turn on the push notifications, and also hit that like button, and that was my cue to you to go ahead and knock that out for me. This was definitely a challenge, and I knew we had to strike hard and fast initially in order to get the party started right. Now, in order to achieve that goal, 2-a-days was going to be the motivator. She already had a training plan with her run group, and I let her keep that. She met with me 4 days a week. Burpees was the base of her training, and the reason being is that she hated them. With that, I could make her do them anywhere, and it's a great full body compound move that will shed calories and also build posture the fastest. On top of that, there are so many different variations that's going to keep her body guessing too as well. Now, majority of the burpee training was basic when it was incorporated into her workout. In doing so, she got extremely strong and proficient at lifting herself. Mind you, she could barely walk at times because she was carrying so much weight naturally prior to working out. And from my understanding, her knees hurt a lot. And due to the weight loss, she was able to do so much more with the strength that she gained. Now she's squatting her daughter on her back. This was a huge confidence booster, not only just for her, but for the people around. And I believe at this point she realized there's nothing that she can do as long as she put her mind to it. Again, she worked with me 4 days a week and our training time was around 30 minutes long. We used a pair of dumbbells that did not exceed 30 pounds. Other than that, all of the training was straight body weight. And I'm not gonna lie, Mixonites, I did hammer her down during our 30 minutes of training. There was little to no breaks the entire time. If she had a break, it was transitioning right into the next exercise. Each day she trained with me, we only focused on one of the 3 muscles groups: chest, legs, back. And on the 4th day, we combined all that together for our ultimate workout. Each program would last 3 weeks in total, and I would change it up by rearranging the workout and adding variables to the exercise. Doing this helped her develop not only posture, but also muscle memory at the same time. That being said, I talked to her throughout the whole entire workout, pointing out every single mistake she did. Engage the core, keep your body upright. Chest should be high. If she got lazy, I made her do it all over again until she got it right. Not gonna lie, she cried, and she did realize that I didn't care. Come on, jump over. Come on, get back on it, let's go. And it actually got to the point where she wanted to stop. And I know what you're thinking. Training with Mixon probably doesn't sound like a lot of fun, but me, myself, I was having a great time. One thing you have to realize, Mixonites, as a trainer, you gotta really know your client. You gotta interview them and hammer them down on questions that you wanna know. You have to understand their weaknesses and also understand their strength and try to push them to that limit every single time you have them in front of you. And as a client, you should be trying to get to that limit every time you're with your client, your trainer. This is going to be how gains are going to be made. Now, I myself, I wouldn't make a client do anything that I would not do myself. And unfortunately for Claudia, I could pretty much do anything. So we hammered those exercises out, tears and all. Believe it or not, throughout this whole entire weight loss journey, we didn't even have a meal plan, but we did have a meal schedule. Basically, she adopted my eating habits. Her window to eat was 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. and she had to be in bed by 9 o'clock p.m. Yes, I gave her bedtime. I didn't care what she ate as long as she prepared herself. Let me take that back. She couldn't indulge in cookies and cakes or any sweets for that matter because that's what got her where she was in the first place. To help her out, I gave her ideas on what to eat, even went out of my way to prepare her meals on certain occasions. 8 ounces of BCAAs was her first and last drink of the day. If you want to know more about BCAAs and its benefits, I'll leave that link in the description with the supplements she used. Any drink after that was water, and 64 ounces was the minimum, the bare minimum. And she had to have a cup before each and every meal. I don't even care if she was eating 1 almond, she would have to down 8 ounces of water prior to. And the reason why I did that is because she was doing 2 days. She was running with her run group and she was working out with me, and it was nothing but going hard the whole entire time. But your case may be different, and if you want to know how to supplement your water intake, I'm gonna leave a video down in the description down below. In order for her to meet her goals, I definitely had to change her lifestyle. She drank alcohol, but not when she was under my tutelage. She can go out with her friends, but she better be in bed by 9 p.m. That sleep was her recovery, and she needed every single ounce of it. I was extremely strict with this workout program, and to ensure that she wasn't wasting my time, I would perform a diagnostic every 2 weeks. And that diagnostic included the body fat, the BMI, the weight, and also the measurements around her body. And in response to those measurements, everything better be going down. And she was. She was dropping 5 to 7 pounds every 2 weeks, and so the motivation was pretty high at this point. The training, it was extremely strict, but she did benefit from it. Each week as she got stronger, the exercises became more intense. Once she felt like she had it, I threw a wrench in her training by adding me to the mix. Get it? To the mix? Yeah, never mind. I would train with her to keep her on pace, and if you train with me, you know I can do this all day. As the workouts got more intense, I supplemented one of her meals with a protein shake. She would have this every day as one of her meal replacements. That ensured she received the correct amount of calories and also nutrients in case she wasn't getting it in her diet. If you want to know how she prepared her protein, I'm going to link that down in the description down below along with the protein we utilized. She may not like this, but I'm about to put her business out there. Claudia was a partier. She liked to eat and she liked to go drinking with her friends. I'm not saying that they were a bad influence, but they wasn't what she needed at the time. I informed her that they are not going to understand her journey, and there's going to come a time where she's going to be enticed with things that I told her she could not do. And then the comments did arrive, and you may have heard some of these comments too if you are on a weight loss journey as well. The comments include things like, oh, you can have one more drink, you can go out to eat with us, you're losing too much weight, we don't even see you anymore. Everything I said came true. This turning point let her know that people will try to trap you in your body by putting their limitations on you. Once she realized that, she became locked into her goals. She made new friends along the way, created challenges, and also participated in things greater than herself, like marathons. Ultimately, she exceeded her goal, bringing her weight down to 129.6 pounds. It didn't stop though. Even though I did cut her off from my training, she continued to work and even participated in workshops I held all around Chicago. By the time I left to LA, she was about 119 pounds soaking wet, and this was a lean, strong 119 pounds. So yeah, with commitment, maximum effort, and maybe the right people there to back you up, you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. Big shout out to Claudia for hanging in there. I know it was definitely a challenge, but you pulled through. I'm extremely proud of you. And I'm proud of you too, Mixon, because I know you've been hitting those games. I've been looking at the comments, trying to respond to everybody I can, and I know you're putting in the work. But this is a fight that's going to be going on for the rest of your lives. And it can be a good fight, but you just got to do things the right way. So I'm going to be making different programs that you can follow, so be on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, I want you to subscribe to my channel, turn on your push notifications, and share the video with someone who may need that extra kick of motivation. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace. Go.
Oh my God.
Pick it up.
Can't do one at a time?
Did I say do one at a time? Go. Don't touch those weights together. Pick it up. You stop again, I'm gonna make you start over. Let's go. Knock him out. Pick it up, man. Start from scratch.
No.
Yes. Wasting my time. Let's go.